guys, welcome back. This week we're going to talk about Eastern State Pen. And just a forewarning, you might hear the word mom quite a bit. We've been trying to start this for
20 minutes?
And we've counted every single time, or how long it took for the next mom. So if you hear it, just start counting. It's going to be a lot. So just ignore it. We're not going to cut anything. It's going to be fine. So anyways, Eastern State Pen is going probably to be our last prison. I feel like 8's a pretty good number to stop on.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're all pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're all terrible places to be.
Right.
And it's all basically the same history.
They're all haunted.
Most
pretty
of
much.
them. So this one opened in 1829. And it was like the largest building in the U.S. at that time. And this place, when I say huge, it's huge. I don't know if you heard it, but there was more bombs back then. So it got like 14 plus cell blocks, I think, at one point. It was insane. Like, this place was ginormous in its day. Like, I mean, it still is, because it's still standing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you did most of the research, because I had a bad day at work, and I forgot literally all of my research at work. So what did you find out on this place?
So for me, let me think here.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And a lot of this stuff is like haunted, spooky.
Talk about that, because I didn't get too much of that. Like, with mine, it was more like timelines. Like, opened here, and all the cell blocks started opening, and like the first escape and all that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the haunting part of it. What'd you find on that?
So in cell block 7, there was a lot of people that said that they kept hearing a lot of screaming babies.
Why babies in
And
prison?
that's what I'm thinking. Like, babies, why babies? Like, there was, I don't know. They did have a female.
They had females, but like...
Did they have babies in there? Did they have a...
Say it! Did they have a what?
A maternity ward?
For a men's prison?
For women.
I mean, they did have women there.
Yeah. Like,
I wonder if the men knocked up the women and then they got the maternity ward.
Probably.
You think that's a thing?
Because the first female was Frida Frost.
Frida!
For almost, female prisoners, they were part of the landscape at Eastern State for almost 100 years.
Yeah, and then they got moved to, like, Muncie.
Yeah.
Or whatever. She get knocked up?
I don't know if that ever said she got pregnant or not.
By a guard.
I wouldn't
That's
doubt
an
it.
Orange and... What is it?
Orange is the New Black? Yeah. Yeah, she had a 20-year sentence for murder. She poisoned her husband and killed him. So...
Okay, Frida Frost. She really frosted his life. She said, freeze!
Right.
I wonder what kind she used.
Yeah, so I don't know about the whole baby situation, like why they heard screaming babies, but that was weird. But then there was like this locksmith guy too that came there, and he was saying that he would see black shadows.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I saw one at Mansfield.
Yeah.
But like, was this back when it was still open?
I believe so.
Not known today as being haunted, but like way back then was... So it was
Yeah.
haunted when people were there.
Yeah, because Frida Frost was there in 1923.
Holy shit. That's literally... Math is hard, but 100 years ago. Because 2023.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah.
Math's hard, sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, so the guy, for the locksmith guy, it's a giant place. He was assigned to remove cell block 4, and that's where he said he would see like the black shadows, and he would get like this eerie feeling like somebody was staring at him, and he would get like a cold breeze.
So he got the haunted stuff.
Right. So that was just, it's weird.
So you're gonna walk that cell block alone.
Oh God.
I'm gonna stay in the car.
Right.
Have fun. Call out his name. See if he's still there.
And then they said something about he's seen faces of tortured souls, like on the walls, like appeal on the walls.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Have you ever been to a haunted house?
Yeah.
Like not like an actual haunted house, but like, what's the word? Like, I'm trying to think of the word, I can't think of it. Like, during Halloween, like an actual haunted house, like an attraction.
Oh, okay.
Attraction was the word, sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't a mom. It was a stop.
Right.
So when you're at a haunted house, like seeing faces on the walls, have you ever been to one where it's like trash bags or something and someone's like pushing their face in their hand?
Like those houses that you walk through.
Yeah.
Like the little fairs
like the
and
fun
stuff.
houses and everything.
Yeah.
Like faces just keep coming in. I wonder if that's what.
That's creepy. Probably.
That's
That is creepy.
Did he? You said he worked there?
He was a locksmith that went there to what did I say? Remove a lock on the cell block 4.
You think he ever went back?
Probably not. I wouldn't. If I had that weird feeling.
Do you realize what we do?
I know.
Like,
but
we're going to these places.
But for somebody who, like, just goes there to, like, do work and go home, like, that's weird.
I mean, yeah.
I'd be scared.
But yet you're here making a podcast about haunted shit, and we're going to places. Speaking of places, did you get your tickets?
I have not. I'm so bad.
They're sold out. They're sold out. So I might be the only one going to Mountsville. Shame. Shame on Mom.
Oh, these kids. It's these kids.
Mom.
Oh, Lord. Okay, well.
Back on. Sorry. Distractions today. Insane. So, that would be creepy.
Yeah.
You know who else was there?
Who?
Which we've talked about in literally 3 other podcasts. Al Capone.
Capone.
Which, you know what's funny is we're sitting here and we're researching and doing all this stuff and just talking, and her daughter literally says, like, something about the cats, and she says Scarface, and I said, you got a cat named after, you know, Al Capone? Like,
yeah.
the amount of times Capone has come up lately.
A lot.
Like, Alcatraz.
Dude's been around.
This one.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has been around.
He's been around.
Been around cell block to cell block.
Right.
Instead of just around the block,
my
he's been
God.
around the cell blocks. But this one
yeah.
was like the most famous cell block, or not block, but like cell he had, because this one was the like very fancy furniture,
The luxurious.
radio,
Yeah.
carpet.
Who has oriental rugs in the prison cell?
Al Capone.
Right. He probably had a freaking chair with throne on, like a king's throne. Crazy.
He was a gangster, not a king.
Well,
Or the king of the gangsters.
he was the king of the gangsters. He was the mob guy.
He was a mobster.
The
He
mobster.
was the godfather. I can't. I can just hear him screaming.
I know.
This one's gonna be a little chaotic, and I'm sorry. It's just... It's been a day. It's Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's gonna drink after this.
I sure am.
I want you to... You know how I said that every time Haunted Nights people said robbed? I want you to take a shot every time you hear the word mom tonight.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be drunk.
You're gonna be
get
drunk?
alcohol poisoning.
Well... Maybe a sip, not a shot.
Right, yeah.
Deal?
We'll have to do a sip, because...
Will have to. No, I don't have children. I don't hear that term.
Oh my goodness.
I have barks.
Right.
So, I could do barks.
There you go.
But I'm not going to.
The talk back.
Gunner is loud, so I'm not going to do that.
But, anyway.
Anyways. So there was actually riots at this one, too. Basically from 1933 to 1934, like, they just kept rioting.
Yeah.
And, like, just... flames.
All these prisons
Fights.
and their riots. That's...
Well, I mean, they got nothing else to do. What do you want
Right.
them to do? Sit there and read a book?
Yeah, yeah.
No, these are murderers. These are worse than murderers. And, you know, robbers and all the things. They're
And
not going to sit around and
with
read
these
a
prisons
book.
being crowded, like, inmates were routinely tortured.
At this one?
Yeah. Some had their tongues chained to their wrists, which...
Why did we both do that? We both, like, I instantly dropped the pen and I'm like...
like, looking, like, how? What? Why?
Like, first of all, question, what did you put on your tongue
right.
to wrap around your wrist?
Right. And they said that if they
'Cause, like,
struggled, it would rip their tongue out.
That's a lot of struggle.
That...
Like, I feel like whatever is on your tongue, unless you, like, pierce it.
Right.
Ooh.
Probably, I don't know, probably.
I need you to do more research into that.
Some of them were dunked in freezing water.
And then
left.
put outside
Yeah,
until
to freeze.
water started freezing on their skin.
Yeah.
You can talk, it's fine.
That'd be
we
like-
already said, like, it's cool.
Frostbite.
What you need?
Can I have a pop?
Yes.
Sure. Answer for your kids.
Man.
Chance pop, go for it. I
Oh,
don't care.
man.
You gotta deal with them, not me.
Right.
Yeah, like, literally, I'm just thinking, like,
Yeah, I don't understand.
Ow.
Chains to your tongue.
first of all, what if you gotta
if-
go...
You're struggling, like...
I just have a question. Intrusive thought. You know where my mind's going, probably.
Yeah.
You gotta go potty.
Yeah.
How do you pull your pants down?
Right.
With-
You can't. You're gonna rip your tongue out.
Like, I don't get it. I don't know.
Right. I don't know.
Do you have your buddy do it? Oh, that'd be weird.
That would...
Like,
yeah.
what if you're, like, all in a room with your hands tied to your tongue,
I mean...
and then your buddy's gotta, like...
You gotta, like... This is weird.
Intrusive
does this?
thoughts. Intrusive thoughts. Don't let them win.
Oh my god.
Well, welcome back. Chaos.
Yeah. Some
So-
of them were strapped to a leather chair.
That's not that
For days.
bad. I mean,
Were they strapped in a leather chair with their hands tied to their tongue?
or
For
were they
days.
just strapped to the chair?
Right. I don't know.
Because, I mean, if you're just strapped to a chair for days, like, that ain't that bad.
Right.
I mean, your ass is gonna hurt.
True.
But, I mean, I feel like tongue to wrist would be a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
How would you
And-
talk?
I don't know. I would like to know what they put on their tongue.
Seriously.
Like, was it a clamp? Was it pierced? Was it... I don't know.
I don't know, because I feel like if you put, like, I'm thinking like a strap or something. I don't know. Like a strap onto your tongue, it's just gonna, like,
Come
your
off.
saliva, because it's just gonna slip right off.
Yeah.
So, I
I
mean,
don't
that's not gonna hold it. So it's
I
gotta be like a piercing or a clamp or something.
Yeah. Something has got to hurt.
Maybe they put it, like, all the way back, too. Like, not just,
gag you?
like, on the tip. Just the tip.
What if it had spikes like those collars that
Ooh.
they put on dogs? Ow. I don't know. Like a bear claw?
This is, like, the most intriguing thing I think we found out about this place.
That's gruesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as far as torture goes, that might be worse than, like, the kicking Jenny from the last one, and
They have a hole too. They would put people in the hole.
I'm sure they have holes.
But I think the most would be
Joke.
I think the most torturous would be the hand, the wrist and tongue deal.
Okay, so you have that. You have the kicking Jenny. What other ones did we talk about? God, I can't remember.
The wet
The
rags
wet
with the sand.
fire hose thing.
Yes.
No, that's the kicking Jenny.
Oh,
Where you
that's-
lean over.
Okay.
Okay, and that's the sandpaper. So you got the fire hose one getting smacked on your face.
Okay.
You got the tongue to your wrist, and you got the kicking Jenny. Which one are you picking?
Oh shit.
And remember, kicking Jenny, you did not stop getting hit until you died or the guard was too tired. And the wrist, who knows how long that lasted. And then the other fire hose one, your jaw's basically shot. So, like, which one are you picking?
I think I'm gonna go with the wrist and the tongue.
Wrist and tongue. It's between the wrist and the tongue and the jaw. Jaw slaps.
Yeah.
Probably the wrist and the tongue. Yeah, I don't. Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to torture. I want to know who comes up with torture
I know.
methods.
Right.
Sadistic. That's like awful.
Crazy.
Awful. And then there was like suicides there and murders.
Yep.
Obviously, that happens in literally every prison.
There were over 50 suicides in that prison over the course of its time being open.
Which was a long time. 1829 to 1970. You do the math because I suck at it.
What was it?
1829 to 1970.
Oh God, I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
They can do the math. I suck.
Years.
Years and years and years. And then a little bit more years after that.
Yes.
So, a lot of people escaped too.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there was this one dude. He escaped in 1832, which is literally a few years after the prison opened. He was the warden's waiter. And this dude got off so easy. He literally was on the roof and he just lowered himself down.
That's crazy.
But they found him and then they put him back in prison. And then they let him be the warden's waiter again. He escaped the same way 5 years after.
Didn't he die?
I mean, now he's dead.
Crazy.
I mean, that
Good
was
Lord.
1832. That was, almost 100 years ago.
Yeah.
But, like, why would you put him in the same spot that he already escaped from,
Right.
and he escaped again?
Like, he's going to do it again.
Yeah.
He did it once.
He'll do it again. But then there was that, what was that group? There was 12 that escaped through a tunnel system. Like, there was a tunnel underneath the ground. Who led that?
Yeah, that was,
Trying to look for the name exactly.
Leo Callahan?
No.
No?
It was Slick Willie.
Oh.
William Francis Sutton, also
Yes.
known as Slick Willie. I want to know how he got his nickname.
Slick Willie. Oh, he's pretty slick, I guess.
It's not where I was going with it, but sure. Intrusive thoughts, sorry.
He was a famous bank robber.
I mean, I guess he's slick that way.
Yeah, I wonder how many he got away with.
Probably a lot.
He spent 11 years at the Eastern State Pen.
Say the full word.
Penitentiary.
Ah, look at that. 8 episodes in and she can say it. So, 12 dudes basically went through a tunnel system. All of them were pretty much found within minutes. Like,
Yeah.
good job, you failed.
100 feet underground.
100 feet?
That's what it said.
First of
100
all,
feet underground.
how did you get a tunnel system 100 feet underground?
That's a lot of time of digging.
I mean, that's 100 feet down and however.
Long. Yeah. That's crazy.
And all for nothing. Because they didn't
They
get
didn't make
anywhere.
it. Nope. They got caught.
Leo Callahan, the one you were about to talk about, has been the only successful one to escape.
Yeah. He still hasn't been found.
Yeah. So he escaped, what did it say? Oh, he scaled the wall. This was the one that scaled the wall of the pen. And he got away, never got caught.
Yeah. He'd be more than 110 years old by now.
Hey, man. Could happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we work in the medical field. We've seen people that live up to be, 100,
Yeah.
103. I think the oldest I've seen is like 106.
Yeah. I was going to say 106.
No. I don't want to live that long.
No. Nope.
Notice how quiet it got?
It did. There's no more moms.
Mom. Mom.
Oh my goodness.
Mom.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Mom.
A lot of people were scared of this place though.
I mean, rightfully so. You see shadow figures.
Yeah.
You see...
A lot of the workers quit with no notice because of the strange, sinister forces that they would see and feel.
Like, during? That's just weird, though.
Yeah.
Like, why was it haunted when it was...
Right. And I'm
You
back
know
to
what
the
I mean?
screaming babies. Like, I'm still trying to figure out why they're hearing screaming babies.
The only thing I can think is, like, maybe if it was built on, like, an Indian burial ground or right around water.
Right.
Something that's, like, a conduit for energy.
Yeah.
So it's got to be, like, some sort of residual energy there. But, I mean, obviously now there's probably intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
People probably get a lot of intelligent responses from there. But, I mean, it would be really cool to go in and, like, see if we have those feelings, too.
Yeah.
Like, when you have to walk the cell block 4, I think, by yourself.
Yeah.
Let me know if you, get that feeling of, someone watching you.
Oh, creepy.
You'll probably get that as soon as we walk in the door.
Exactly. Yeah. And cell block 7. We'll have to check that one out for the screaming babies.
I'm good on that.
Figure out why we have screaming babies, who they belong to, if there's women.
Right, what are you going to ask the kids?
I don't know.
Why y'all screaming? Damn it, I didn't want to hear Mom anymore!
Like, are they baby babies, or like they...
They said screaming babies.
Yeah. Could there be other kids? I don't know. Hell, maybe it's the guys and they're screaming like babies.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Not like a good thing, but like...
A thought.
A good thought. Like a good theory.
Yeah.
Theory, that's the word I can't
I
word
mean, if they're
today.
being tortured, they could be screaming like a baby.
That's fair. Where
You
did
know?
they do the torture, though? Wouldn't that be, like, in the hole?
I don't know. That's a good idea.
Torture in
Or
the
that's a
hole.
good question.
That's a good idea. Words are so hard for us today.
Oh, man. This whole podcast was just like...
This one is probably going to be the worst one we've posted. But it's fine. It's the last one of the prisons. You guys get the gist.
Yeah.
Prisons be haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Torturous, terrible places. I just want to know, like, my biggest question from the whole prison series is, are we going to get the same feelings or the same responses or the same, like, evidence from all of these prisons?
Right.
And, like, are they linked somehow? Well, not, like, linked, really, but, like, do prisons have their own, like, certain evidence or responses compared to, like, insane asylums?
Yeah.
Or infirmaries and houses and hotels, like...
Right.
It's definitely, like, one of the darker places that we're ever gonna go to. Mm-hmm. Because of all the torture, all the murders, all the suicides, all the bad shit that happened at all these places. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're gonna go into some pretty bad places.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all these are so openly haunted.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, like, my biggest thing is, are they gonna have the same responses?
The same experience, the same vibes.
Right.
The same,
Because, I mean, I've only been to the one prison, Mansfield. But
I don't know. It'd be interesting, though.
I'm going to Moundsville.
Yeah.
I even told you.
I know.
Like, hey, man, there's 5 tickets left. You might want to do it.
Jeez.
But, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's another thing we might have to post and talk about.
Yeah.
At a later time, going forward with the channel a little bit. We have some exciting things coming out. We got some ideas to throw out. But I think next week, what do we want to talk about next week? Do we want to go asylums, hotels, houses? Because I think I'm kind of getting bored of prisons now.
Right, yeah, me too. I'm sure the fans are too.
What fans?
Well,
we got 60 subscribers.
Our subscribers.
We got 60 of y'all. We appreciate y'all. Keep watching, share it, like it, comment it, do all the things.
I'm like haunted hospitals and stuff.
Hospitals?
Let's do asylums.
Hospitals or asylums? Because, like, asylums, I'm thinking, like...
Are they kind of the same?
No? Asylums, I'm thinking more, like, mentally insane.
Okay.
Hospital. Ooh, we could do sanatoriums, too. Oh. Like, TB. There's so many things.
I know.
So, join the Discord. Let us know what you want to see in the Discord. Comment down below what you want to see. Maybe we can do like an Instagram poll or something. Just let us know what you guys want to see next. I mean, we're eventually going to go through all of them, and then we're going to visit some of these places. It's just taking a lot longer. A lot of these places are booked out, or we can't afford them. Our schedules are not lining up together, so we're late again this week because she got sick, then I got sick, and then she had plans earlier this week, and then I couldn't do it. It's just our schedules are
crazy,
not lining up too well right now.
Right.
So we're trying. Sorry it's late again.
Sorry.
But yeah, comment, like, share, join the Discord. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining the chaos.